Hello, my beautiful collective. Hello, welcome to this quick impromptu video. Usually I think out my subject matter, what video I'm going to do next, but this quick video is inspired by one of my clients, by a question I get asked so frequently. I said this would be a good idea for a video. So the question, what tarot deck is the best deck for beginners? What tarot deck should I purchase if I know nothing about tarot? Something easy, something for beginners. So my answer to that question is this deck. This is the Wyspell Learning Tarot deck. And this is the deck I recommend if you are a beginner, you want to learn the art of tarot, you know nothing about it. If you find that there are 78 cards in a tarot deck, and memorizing all of them can be a tedious and intimidating process. With this deck, it makes it very easy, and I will show you why. We will get into all of the particulars, of course, little by little. The reason I recommend this particular deck is because on each card in this deck, it breaks down the basic meaning of the card. It has the basic meanings here for you to refer to. Okay, so that way you won't have to memorize each and every card in the tarot deck. Now, don't get me wrong, it's important when you're learning the art of tarot to have a basic knowledge of what each card means. When you're learning tarot, the most important thing about it is not the memorization of the meaning of every card. It is using and activating your intuition. When you first look at a card, what does it say to you? What do you notice in the illustration, right? And what does your gut tell you about the card? That's the most important thing when you're learning tarot, is to tap into and to trust your intuition and your first instinct. However, it is equally important to know what every card's meaning is for the most accurate interpretation in your tarot readings and in just learning the art of tarot. So, this deck will give you the basic meaning right on the card, okay? It'll give you the basic meaning right on the card. Not only that, it will tell you what it means when the card is in reverse, okay? It has the reversal meanings here. It will further tell you what it means if this card comes out in a love reading, in a career reading, in a financial reading. If you're having a reading surrounded by, or the purpose is to know a time frame, these cards will give you a time frame. It will further tell you the element associated with the card, the element earth, air, fire, or water. It'll tell you the planet associated with the card. It'll tell you the chakra associated with the card. And If you are doing a yes or no reading, it will give you the answer yes or no. What is this card if you pull it in a yes or no reading? Is it yes or is it no? It will tell you right on the card. So the detail in every card is just absolutely magnificent. It follows the traditional Rider-Waite illustration and format. I do recommend, if you are a beginner, to start with the Rider-Waite because its illustrations are more beginner friendly, more user friendly. Okay, and furthermore, this deck is color coordinated. So for every set or group, like wands, cups, swords, they're color coordinated to further help you, to further help a beginner. It's just completely user and beginner friendly. Again, learning the tarot for the first time can be an intimidating process. So you want to choose a deck that won't further add to that confusion or intimidation. This deck really does take the guesswork away from that. It helps you, and it kind of eases that anxiety of trying to interpret a reading correctly. Okay, so the Wyspell Learning Tarot Deck, I highly recommend this. If you are a beginner, it is fabulous. It comes with a handy dandy guidebook, and the guidebook further expounds upon the meaning of each and every card. So it will get into what do the colors mean on the cards. Colors have a meaning in tarot. It's the symbolism behind the colors has its own meaning. There's so much that goes into the interpretation of a tarot card, and this deck really breaks all of that down. It breaks down every detail for the reader to get the most out of a tarot reading. So it will break down color. It will break down the symbolism of every detail on the card. It is just, you can't beat it. If you're looking for a deck that is user friendly, I highly recommend this deck. I first started out with the original Rider-Waite deck, and the deck I started out with did not have these references on them. So it took a little longer for me to learn the meanings of each and every card, and to be able to trust my intuition, which is mainly 80% of what interpreting tarot is about, your intuition. So this deck does really aid the beginner in taking away the mystery. A lot of times when you're learning tarot for the first time, you want to know if you're doing it right. What I tell people that are first learning is there is no right and wrong. When you are interpreting tarot, it is subjective, right? It is an art form. It's subjective to you. What do you see? What does your intuition tell you? What does your gut tell you? What details are you drawn to? So this deck will aid you in taking away the guesswork in the basic concrete meaning of the card, and it will allow you to focus more on your intuition and your particular interpretation. So there you go. If you're looking for a deck, you are a beginner, you know nothing about the art of tarot, I highly recommend the Wyspell Learning Tarot deck that uses the Rider-Waite Tarot. So I hope that that suggestion and recommendation helps you. Let me know in the comment section if it does. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. And like always, please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, family, I'll see you. Be blessed. Bye-bye.